It's Bloodborne in the Bigg 2-5, and I'm Bigg Charles. Welcome back. Welcome newcomers. Welcome all. Like, subscribe, and enjoy. As some of you may be aware, Return to Yharnam is approaching quickly. It starts this March 24th, and it goes for however long it goes for. Probably like 2 weeks. If you don't know, Return to Yharnam is just we all go and play Bloodborne for 2 weeks. It's fun. I'll be there, my friends will be there, everyone with a PlayStation will be there. Invasions are happening, co-op is happening, hijinks are ensuing. It's a good time, and you should pull up. And so today, I'm gonna dare to ask and try to answer the age-old question of what is happening with Bloodborne in the current year. Does anyone know? I'm gonna share my thoughts on what's going on outside of the event, and I'm also gonna share my thoughts on the future of this tragically neglected beauty. Spoiler, I think we're getting Bloodborne content soon. Alongside that, I'll be showing some invasions and other gameplay while I'm yapping, so you know the drill. Grab a coffee, get comfy, and let's talk Bloodborne. So, Bloodborne, Return to Yharnam, these things are always interesting to talk about in their own right. However, this year is particularly intriguing. March 24th, 2025 is Bloodborne's 10th release anniversary. For nearly 10 years as of today, Bloodborne has been left to rot at an inconsistent, poorly paced 24 FPS on the PlayStation 4. And you can play it on the PS5, but it's like the same basically. And that's a tragedy, man. Forever, people have been clamoring for a PC port, for a remaster, for a patch that makes the FPS better. And we have heard nothing. But I think that's going to change soon. I know I have my tin hat on, but approaching this 10-year anniversary, we have seen Sony do a couple of funny things. They have taken down, I believe it was 2 of the kind of fan-led, basically Bloodborne remastered type patches / projects. I think the one was the Lance McDonald 60 FPS patch, and maybe the other, I don't know, you can look it up. That happened. And then there was the PlayStation 30th anniversary video or trailer or whatever it was, celebration thing, where they like showed all the games that were exclusives with like a word about them. And Bloodborne was the very last game mentioned, and the message that they left us with is it's about persistence. And to me, that just strikes me as they know what they're doing. They know Bloodborne fans, and they know what they're doing. And so my prediction, I just want to make it publicly. Y'all can clown on me or look at me as a prophet, whatever. I just want it to be out there. I think if we are ever gonna get more Bloodborne news or content, it's likely to be announced on March 24th, 2025. I think if we don't hear anything either on that date or at the announcement of the PS6, we're never getting anything. Pack it up, boys. But I think that's a day to keep an eye on while you're returning to Yharnam. So yeah, my deranged fantasy aside, how is Bloodborne in the Bigg 2-5 in the current year? Well, I've been playing it, so let me tell you. It's pretty good. I'm having a good time. performance issues aside, some of the strange and maybe outdated design concepts aside, the combat flow's great. The summoning system's cool. Invasions can be a little dry, I'll tell you what. But you can find people in both the Nightmare Frontier and the Nightmare of Mensis, kind of the dedicated, you know, invader zones. You still find people plenty there. And the people you find kind of fall into 3 camps, which are most commonly AFK dudes for some reason. I don't know what's up with that, but whatever. Short montage of AFK dudes on the screen. Yes, I killed them. I'm invading for the insight. I need some blood rocks, bro. Getting my character ready for Return to Yharnam. So yeah, there's the AFK dudes. They need to learn. There are just normal dudes, like probably on their first playthrough. These are probably the least common, but I've seen a couple people that are just like duking it out, but they like don't have blood gems or whatever. And then there's like Giga Twinks. And mind you, I have been playing on a level 43 character. I'm planning to do Return to Yharnam in New Game Plus on a level 43, kind of twink myself out and see what we can do, see what kind of hilarity will ensue. You know, bringing low-level people and new characters into a New Game Plus world in Bloodborne just sounds pretty funny. But yeah, to no one's surprise, if you're playing at the kind of twink level bracket, you run into a lot of twinks. I don't even know about a lot of twinks, but a fair number of the fights I had were with twinks of varying degrees of severity. And yeah, this guy here, Joker Chaikage, was probably the most twink to the bunch. He killed me a couple times. I'm not going to include them all in the video because they're not the best fights on my part, honestly. He was kind of just clapping me. This was a pretty good one, and I do get my revenge later. And to be clear, if you're new here, like, I'm not anti-twink at all when I say like, oh, there's twinks. I'm not saying that. I'm just like, it's a reality. If you play Bloodborne at a lower level, you're gonna see some people with some disgusting blood gems, gaming the matchmaking system, plus 10 weapons. It is what it is. A lot of the people I fought were much more in the realm of this character here, who like certainly has respectable blood gems and reads me like a book. Just a good player with some decent gear, gems, and stats. And, you know, that's pretty formidable. GG. Outside of that, you know, oh, here's my revenge. I brought out my super twink. Maybe I'll make a video about this character because I do adore it. But I knew Joker was hanging out here. He was like the only guy I was invading, so I decided to go and give him a taste of his own medicine. Compelling gameplay. But yeah, a lot of the fights were just with pretty normal people on the, you know, on the playthrough grind. They got like average to below average gems, but they leveled health a bit, and I'm a lower level than them, so I had some really good fights with some people. And it makes me hopeful that, you know, if the game's active enough for me to get enough invasions for a video outside of the event, I'm pretty hopeful that Return to Yharnam is going to be quite lively and quite fun. And I'm going to be making a couple Bloodborne videos. Sound off in the comments if you love Bloodborne to death. And sound off in the comments twice if you feel like an insane person. And sometimes you feel like you might be the only person on Earth that knows Bloodborne exists. But then you play it and there's other people playing it. And maybe your friends play it with you. And then you feel less insane. It's kind of okay. Let me know if I'm alone in that experience. This guy, I tried to unzip on him because it does more damage than my visceral, but, you know, doesn't matter too much. GG. And just to clarify something that I said earlier, when I said invasions are kind of dry, I didn't mean that you can't find people. I just kind of meant I found it hard to find the kind of invasions I love. Like, this is the only co-op group I've invaded in this character's entire existence, and it went like that, you know, bye-bye. And that's kind of sad, because my favorite type of invasion is the deep in the level, multiple opponents versus me in the PvE, and that's a little hard to find, but I'm hoping that, you know, Return to Yharnam comes around, everybody's gonna get on with their friends and be balls to the wall playing the game, and I can make it harder for them. So yeah, y'all, that's pretty much it. Quick one today. Thanks for stopping in. I'm Bigg Charles, and I'll catch you in Yharnam. Peace.
We're about to melt this fool. Oh. What? Nice. Beast blood pellet might have been unnecessary.
Definitely was, but I don't give a shit.